Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This time we're going to explore another amazing country called Turkey. This country has truly exceeded my expectations. I spent about 2 weeks in the country, and some of the highlights that I got from my experiences were: one, this country is so rich in history. Secondly, you can see the juxtapositions of the two religions, which are Christianity and Islamic, and that is spread throughout the country. And the one example that I can point out is that you can see there are the two there's the blue mosque, which is the Islamic, and then it's right across the street from the Hagia Sophia, which is the Christianity, that when it was first built. Thirdly, the country has such a beautiful coast along the Mediterranean Sea. Fourth, is that I decided to go there in December and spend my New Year there, and I had such a blast because it's considered kind of off-peak season, so there weren't a lot of people. Things were cheaper, so you kind of feel like you get to absorb the beauty of the country at your own time. Fifth, it's definitely the Turkish food. There are so many different kinds of dishes, depends on the regions of the country that you go to. My one highlight that I do want to point out is that I truly get spoiled by how Turkish people serve their breakfast. Pretty much all the hotels that I stayed at, they had such an amazing, breakfast serving. There are so many side dishes and components to the breakfast, and you feel like you are actually having, the meal of a sultan. And last but not least, I have truly come to kind of appreciate the affordability of this country, and it is quite affordable overall. And I would say that it's actually about as affordable as Southeast Asia. So if you want to find a travel destination that it's not going to break your budget, I think Turkey should be in your list also. Without wasting any more time, let's go explore this amazing country together. Welcome to Istanbul, formerly known as Constantinople. It is the 15th largest city in the world. The city went from Christianity during the Byzantine era to Islamic when the Ottoman Empire captured the city. The blue mosque that is sitting across from Hagia Sophia was built during the Ottoman era. The mosque got its name from the blue tiles surrounding the interior walls. Hagia Sophia was built in the year 537 as the patriarchal cathedral of the imperial capital of Constantinople. It was the largest Christian church of the Byzantine Empire. After the fall of Constantinople to the Ottoman Empire, it was converted to a mosque. Topkapi Palace in the 15th and 16th centuries served as the main residence and administrative headquarters of the Ottoman sultans. After the 17th century, Topkapi gradually lost its importance. The sultans of that period preferred to spend more time in the new palaces along the Bosphorus. Bosphorus forms part of the continental boundary between Asia and Europe. It is the world's narrowest strait used for international navigation. It is the only passage between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. Galata Tower has Romanesque style. It was built as a watchtower in 1348. It was the tallest building in Constantinople at 219.5 feet. Fanning out from Taksim Square with its Republic Monument, Taksim is a busy nightlife, shopping and dining area. What you see right here is the inside of Taksim Mosque. It began its construction on February 17, 2017. Dolmabahce Palace is on the European coast of the Bosphorus Strait, served as the main administrative center of the Ottoman Empire from 1856 to 1887 and from 1909 to 1922. This is one of the palaces when the sultans moved away from the Topkapi Palace that was shown earlier. If you enjoy shopping and bargaining for goods, you definitely have to walk through the Grand Bazaar. It was quite an experience. Sufi whirling is a customary meditation practice performed within the Sema, or worship ceremony, through which dervishes aim to reach the source of all perfection or karma. After all of the walking and the touring around the city, you definitely have to experience the Turkish bath, just like the Sultan back in the day. Last but not least, it's all about the food. You have to try all the different things beyond just the baklava. Next, we're going to hop over to the Mediterranean coast of Turkey in a city called Fethiye. Fethiye was once known as the ancient city of Telmasus, one of the most important cities of the Lycian civilization. The city of Kasakoy was built by the inhabitants of Byzantine Gimeler Island, which is an island off of the coast of Fethiye, who fled to protect themselves from pirates. Amintas rock tomb was built in 350 BC and was named after the Greek inscription on the side of it. The tomb was built by the Lycians, who are the ancient people who inhabited the area of present-day Turkey between the bays of Antalya and Fethiye. The Lycians had a fierce desire for freedom and independence. The Butterfly Valley is definitely a very nice place for you to really soak in the beauty and possibly flying your drone. During the summertime, there's the boat service that will bring you to that beach area at the bottom of it. The Blue Lagoon is definitely an incredible bay area in Ölüdeniz that you can really get to enjoy, and also some people they would paragliding over the actual lagoon itself. If you enjoy learning about history and taking a stroll through the remnants of the history itself, Santos is definitely a place for you to go visit along with Latun. Both of the places are designated UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Also, both of the places are the center of the Lycian civilization. Something to point out, you will see stray dogs and cats that are just waiting for you to pet them throughout various places in Turkey. Patara is an ancient city in itself, and in there's a beautiful Patara beach that is the longest beach in Turkey, and it has not been ruined by the development the way so many other beaches have. This is largely due to the beach's proximity to the ancient city of Patara, but it also has the protected loggerhead turtles that have been laying eggs here for the last 40 million years. As you are driving 40 minutes south of Fethiye, you will come across another town called Kas. It is an incredibly beautiful town as shown in these videos. I really wish I had spent some more time in that town, and I highly suggest that you do so. Pamukkale is a fortress that lies close to a really small town called Kekova. This fortress itself offers such an incredible view of this part of the Mediterranean coast, and I highly suggest that you spend some time there just to really soak up the beauty and the coastline. Serek Sakil Plaji is the beach right along the highway as you are driving back from Kas to Fethiye. It is definitely an incredibly beautiful beach that is so accessible from the highway. Another amazing activity that I highly suggest that you do is to paragliding over Ölüdeniz and the Blue Lagoon. It was such an incredible experience. I mean, obviously, if you are not scared of height and all of that and just want to be a little bit adventurous, it was quite affordable. For the whole experience, it cost me about $70 US. Cappadocia definitely lives up to the hype, from flying over the landscape in a hot air balloon to spending a lovely night in a cave hotel. Also, the landscape formations in the area are very unique and beautiful. The large cone-like formations in Cappadocia were created over time by erosion of the relatively soft volcanic ash around them. Past cultures have dug into them to create dwellings, castles like Uchisa, which will be shown later, and even entire underground cities with as many as 8 different stories like the one in this video named Kaymakli. It used as hiding places by early Christians. I decided to spend my New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in a cave hotel just for the experience of it, and it's definitely worth it because the hotel itself, even on, considering the holidays, it was about, $40. So it was quite affordable, and it's such a great experience. And with this hotel itself, it's about 10 minutes from Gurum, and you have such a good view of the hot air balloons in the morning. Most people who visit Cappadocia would stay in Gurum. There is no direct airport in this town. The town is very touristic and there are many hotels to choose from. There's also a beautiful sunset point on the edge of the town. In 1985, Gurum National Park and other rock sites in the area were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Cappadocia became a religious refuge during the early days of Christianity. By the 4th century, Christians fleeing Rome's persecution had arrived in some numbers and established monastic communities here. The monks excavated extensive dwellings and monasteries and created Byzantine frescoed paintings in cave chapels beginning in the 17th century, which endure in well-preserved isolation to this day. Love Valley is a great place for you to come watch hot air balloons in the morning or in the evening. During the winter time, most of the hot air balloon services, they only fly in the morning. And this is also another great place just to fly your drone for the amazing landscape of Cappadocia. If you want to do some hiking in Cappadocia, Guram Historical National Park is definitely the place you want to be. There are so many hiking routes. You either go up to the top of the mountain or you just go down and walking through the valleys of the landscape. If you want to support local women, you definitely have to go try out this restaurant. The foods are delicious and the ladies are very welcoming. Kayseri is definitely a great city if you decide to fly into Cappadocia because there is no direct airport close to the town of Guram. The best breakfast that I had was at the cave hotel that I stayed in. On the New Year's Day, they literally brought out the breakfast that has so many dishes that would literally cover the whole table, even though I was just by myself. I decided to fly to Izmir and rented a car to visit Pamukkale and Ephesus. Pamukkale meaning cotton castle in Turkish. The area is famous for a carbonate mineral left by the flowing of thermal spring water. The ancient Greek city of Hierapolis was built on top of the formation. Hierapolis was founded as a thermal spa early in the 2nd century BC. So if you are wondering whether or not you can fly your drone at the Pamukkale hot spring, unfortunately it is forbidden. Ephesus, which was established as a port, was used to be the most important commercial center. It played a great role in the ancient times with its strategic location. It was built in the 10th century BC on the site of the former Azawan capital by Attic and Ionian Greek colonists. The city came under the control of the Roman Republic in 129 BC. Celsus was one of the first men from the Greek-speaking Eastern province to serve as a consul, the highest elected office in Imperial Rome. Celsus was a proconsul or governor of Asia, the Roman province that covered roughly the same area as modern-day Turkey. Celsus' son, Aquila, commissioned the library in his honor, though it was not completed until after Aquila's death. When you visit Selçuk, which is a town very close to Ephesus, you get to experience three periods of history: Temple of Artemis, built by the Greeks, Isa Bey Mosque, built by the Seljuk Turks, and the Byzantine Castle. Izmir was founded by the Greeks, taken over by the Romans and rebuilt by Alexander the Great before becoming part of the Ottoman Empire in the 15th century. It is the third most populous city in Turkey after Istanbul and Ankara, and the second largest urban agglomeration on the Aegean Sea after Athens. When you are in the Izmir area, you definitely have to try midye dolma. It is the mussel stuffed with rice and it is incredibly delicious, and you can pretty much find it everywhere in Izmir. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time and watching this video and all of the videos that I have posted. If you enjoy your time, please definitely hit subscribe button or like the video or leave any comments. As always, I really appreciate it.